Hi everybody, welcome to math class. All right, so we have 2 more days left of doing online math, and thank you for your patience. I know this is not easy, but when we get back together, we will have plenty of time to review and go over so that you feel comfortable with the math that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. All right, we are starting a new unit today, 8-1. And there are only 3 days of this unit. So we'll do one today, one Monday, one Tuesday, and actually when we're together on Wednesday again, then we'll do our Unit 7 test. We'll do lots of review before that, however. If we're not ready, we can wait another day or two. And then this test will happen soon as well because it's only 3 lessons. So we'll get 7 and 8 done when you guys feel ready for that. Okay, so unlike Unit 7, you were able to take home those activity sheets. I don't have anything like that for you for Unit 8. So I'm going to do the best I can with you to do this online. And like I said, if we need to have extra time to practice in class when we're back together, we'll do that. But this unit is called Diagonals and Midpoints. And today we're going to do diagonals, which is a really tricky unit to teach online because we should be using rulers or straight edges, which you guys can try and do on your end, but I'm not able to show that to you on my end. So what I have here is a picture of 8-1, the homework sheet, because that's all I had to present to you. And instead of doing it with you or keeping the sheet unfinished, I'm actually going to present to you the finished copy because then you'll see how nice and straight these lines should look. If I were to use the pencil tool and do this, it would be a pretty non-straight line. So I will still walk through it, and then on our seesaw, you have a copy of this that's blank, and you will try it again. You can practice that as well on your own. Okay, so for starters, number 1, we have a square, and we are supposed to draw one diagonal. So what you would do is you would put a straight edge or a ruler from this corner to this corner. So the upper left corner to the lower right corner. So you're going to line those up the best you can so that you can take your pencil and then draw that nice straight line from one corner to the other to create a diagonal. And now by doing that, you'll notice that we went from one square to 2 new shapes. What new shapes do you see? That's right, I see 2 triangles. So by making that diagonal, you've now created 2 triangles. Now it says to draw the other diagonal. So now we're just going to go to the opposite side. We're going to go to the upper right side. We're going to line up our ruler or our straight edge to match up with this corner here, and then we're going to draw that line. Again, we have 2 triangles. Okay. Now it says to draw both diagonals. So now we're going to go back up and do what we did on the first square. From upper left to lower right, we're going to make that nice straight diagonal. And then from upper right to lower left, we're going to make that nice straight line. And now we have 4 shapes. What shapes do you see? Yep, we see 4 triangles. Good. All right, let's come down to number 2. Okay, now we have a rectangle. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw one direction, draw the other direction, draw both directions, and notice what shapes are formed. Again, triangles. There's lots of different kinds of triangles, so you'll see all these triangles are a little bit different from each other. Okay, number 3, there's a parallelogram. We're going to draw from one corner to the other corner, then do the opposite, do it again doing both, and again we have some triangles with different angles and different types of triangles. And then finally down here, we're going to, this one's a little tricky because the angles are right here very wide and here very narrow, but we're going to grab this corner here and pull it down to the opposite corner. And then we're going to take this corner here and pull it over to the opposite corner. And then we're going to repeat that, do both diagonals in one shape. And once again, you're going to see 4 triangles, very different shapes and sizes. So once again, find a ruler or a straight edge, something in your home that you can line up those corners. It's a lot easier than it looks, or it's a lot harder than it looks, I should say. So make sure you line those corners up and then get your pencil, hold it nice and tight so it doesn't move, and then take your pencil and you can draw your lines from corner to corner. I would recommend using a pencil. So if you have to start over again, you can do the online version with your writing tool. It might not look very straight. You can try. Otherwise, if you have a way that you can print this out and do it with a pencil, you could try that. Okay. And then the final part to this page is on the back. It says, find an object in your home that is a quadrilateral. Quadrilaterals, if you remember, are shapes with 4 sides. So find a quadrilateral and use a ruler or a straight edge to draw a picture of it. So you're going to go in your notebook or on a piece of paper. You are going to draw that shape with your ruler or straight edge and make it as straight as you can. And then you're going to draw 2 diagonals and write down what shapes you formed by drawing these 2 diagonals. Okay? We know we're going to have 4 triangles, but each of our triangles will probably look very different from each other since our shapes will be different. All right, so go ahead and work on this. And if you have any questions, I'll see you at noon.